We are ready to dine with our food and wine columnist Shiva Reddy, and this week we're focusing on Diwali. This is a Hindu festival of lights held in the period of October to November, particularly associated with Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. It marks the beginning of the fiscal year in India, and we are talking about the celebration of Diwali through food with Shiva today. Hello there and happy Diwali.
Thank you. Happy Diwali to you too.
What can you tell us about the role food plays in Diwali?
I know the lights are incredibly special. However, the food is everything. It's that building of anticipation. I would feel like my mom would start cooking weeks beforehand and she wouldn't let me touch anything. And then there'd be that one day where I ate it all.
Right.
So I feel like it's that for everybody, where it's that build up and excitement. Now, I had a chance to speak with pastry chef instructor at VCC, Navkinderjeet Kaur Sidhu, and she specializes in nut-free baking. With her, she was sharing this story similarly of her mother cooking for Diwali and how this beautiful aroma would take over the home.
Kheer is the rice is simmered in the milk for many hours, becomes thick, it's luscious, it's sweet. And this is something every child's dream, to have a kheer on a Diwali day. And my mom always made this that day to serve with the just right after the dinner. And we also had a sweets and that sorts of thing, but kheer was the one of the main dessert we always had growing up.
Right? It just makes you smile. I find that it's the connection to our families, those beautiful dishes they would make.
Oh, Kheer is the rice pudding. Doesn't that just sound incredibly comforting on a day like this,
Right?
especially? Now, okay, how accessible are the ingredients or the dishes? I mean, is it easy to find all these ingredients that are key to the celebrations?
It can be tough. I mean, growing up here in Vancouver, I grew up with the Punjabi market. It was filled. There were so many different stores we would go to. And then over time, everybody moved to Surrey. Now, if you are close to Surrey or can commute there, the Pyle Business Center is the place to go. You get every single thing there. Now, if you're in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver proper like myself, you have some options on Fraser Street. There are some places on Main Street. But I just found that it actually was kind of sad for me over the years because I felt disconnected. These places weren't there anymore. I didn't know how to celebrate. And I felt silly being like, well, I can't drive out there. What do I do? And I just felt like I lost this connection. And speaking to all these chefs, it turned out that they had a very similar feeling, this yearning for what was. I had a chance to speak with Priyanka Desai. She's a producer and director. She's a huge foodie here in Vancouver. And she was kind of telling me about what it was like missing her family and how they would always create this care package for her every single year of all of her favorite snacks. Have a listen.
And they made this for themselves. A part of it was set aside for me, and that was sent all the way from Mumbai to Vancouver so that I can eat it and enjoy it the same time that they are eating it and enjoying it in Mumbai. It's just a way of saying we miss you, but we are together through this food.
And it's that yearning that you can hear in her voice that I feel too, where I just want to be able to get my hands on these things, to be able to figure out how to make it.
Yeah, but that connection as well, that long distance connection. You are touching the same food that we are touching, even though it's over. You have to prepare it your way, but let's still share it across the miles. I love that. And speaking of the traditions, Shiva, I mean, is there another traditional dish that stands out to you? Maybe a little bit of a new spin on it?
Yes. The laddu. The laddu here in Vancouver, actually, there's a brand new restaurant that opened up, Kavita. Now, Kavita is run by Chef Tushar. I had a chance to actually speak with his pastry chef, Prajakta, and she told me all about how they're kind of doing a different take on the classic laddu. Have a listen with what they're doing with caramelized whey.
You reduce the whey down till it gets to like a caramelly consistency. And that brings out the natural sugars, caramelizes the natural sugars that exist in the whey to give like a very nutty flavor to it. A very nutty, very earthy, slightly tart flavor to the caramelized whey. And yeah, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Now, with that as well, if you don't know what a laddu is, it is oftentimes made with a chickpea flour, butter, or in the form of ghee rather, sugar, and you just go low and slow and cook that and try to make sure it does not burn. And then you roll it all out into beautiful little balls. I'll make you some.
It does sound absolutely delicious. Okay, we've talked about some sweets. We've talked about some other foods that are traditional this time of year. What are you drinking? Is there a beverage that's a must during Diwali?
Yes, and you could smell it already. Now, for me, it's chai. It is a staple, and what's funny is that it is made so differently by every single person. The way my mom made it, I make differently, even though I try to get that as well. And everybody is so, so proud of the chai that they make. Now, have a listen to a familiar voice from on the coast, Inderaj Gill. Now, he's one of the co-owners of those Indian guys in Surrey. Now, he tells me how proud he is of his chai. Have a listen.
The only thing that I can do is chai, but the chai that I do, you've got to try it to believe it. I've started putting dried rose petals in the chai, Shiva. That does not add a lot of flavor, but the aroma just takes it to a different level altogether. Now, when my guests come over at the restaurant, I serve them chai in these beautiful china cups that my mother-in-law gave me. The aroma, even before the guest has a chance to look at it, I'm bringing the chai, the aroma fills the dining room, and everybody knows that this chai is something special.
Oh, my.
Right?
He sells it, doesn't he?
I can't wait. We're both smiling. We're both smiling.
In the cups that his mother-in-law gave him as well. It's all about presentation too, but just that aroma that is so comforting and just warming. What about for you? How are you going to be celebrating Diwali this year?
Right, this year I'm going to do it. I'm going to dabble in it more, and I realize that I'm the one who has to take over from my mom because she can't do it anymore. I'm going to make some lakdi mithai, where you take some dough, you fry it up, you have it essentially coated with a cardamom syrup, and then you let it cool or you eat it really hot. It's the best. And then I want to make paisam, which is kind of a spin-off of Kheer. It just has tapioca balls, and it's a little bit more soup-like, and it's just the best.
Oh, it all sounds like such comfort food, though, too, doesn't it?
It really is.
And how long does this continue? I mean, how long do you keep celebrating Diwali?
Yes, so today is day one of 5 days.
Okay.
And then there are a few other celebrations as well that will be coming up. Now, there is a festival, a Diwali festival at Yale Town Roundhouse occurring on October the 25th on Saturday. It's actually one of the biggest festivals in Vancouver.
Beautiful.
You can go out there and try a bunch of different kinds of chai as well.
Oh, I'm craving chai now after hearing that description of it earlier. Shiva, again, happy Diwali and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Gloria.
That is Shiva Reddy. She's our guide to the world of food and wine. She's here every other Monday around this time. And Shiva's a sommelier. She's host of Not Your Butter Chicken. It now is streaming on CBC Gem.